So let's begin today with just sinking in, landing in the room. So if you could gently close your eyes and just take a few slow breaths. Breathe in and breathe out. Eyes gently closed. We're not forcing them closed, just softly closed, and just feel into the rhythm of your breath. You don't have to speed it up. You don't have to slow it down. Just observe what feels comfortable to your body. What kind of breath feels comfortable to your body right now? Breathing gently in and out. Good. What feels comfortable to your body? What kind of breath? Is it deep? Is it shallow? Just sink into your body in this brief moment of mindfulness. And maybe you can also place one hand on your heart and try to sense and feel your heartbeat. How is your heart arriving here today? Does it feel strong? Does it feel confident? What's your relationship with your heart right now? The heart that's been beating for you all your life. You don't have to earn it. You don't have to deserve it. It's just there for you. Every heartbeat. How is your heart arriving here today? Breathing in and out. In and out. Good. And if anything feels heavy at all, that's fine. If it feels light, that's fine. Just notice. Just notice. We are not here to judge, but we are here to notice and be aware. We are here to be conscious and to be free. And just notice. And now take a deep breath down into your belly. And exhale fully and open your eyes and land back in the room. All right. A brief moment of mindfulness. Today, during this week's session, we will talk a little bit about grieving. Grieving the what could have been. So you may have noticed that after betrayal, at least that was my experience. May not have been yours, but you may have noticed that after betrayal, it's not only the person or people we lose or those relationships because trust has been broken. It's also the life we imagined we were going to have, right? So it's the plans, it's the safety, maybe it's the white picket fence home, and basically the story we believed that we were supposed to be living into the future, right? Whether it's it's a betrayal in your romantic relationships or familial betrayal. We probably had at some point in our lives had some ideas of what we would love that relationship to look like based on maybe what we see our friends have, or what our family used to be like. Maybe there was a dramatic shift within the family, something happened, and then the relationships started turning upside down, and we have memories of what it used to be like. And so this shift in or this loss of our stories, imagined stories of what our future was, according to us, supposed to have been, it creates a grief event, and that's a complicated grief event because we are grieving something that never got to exist. So it's all in our head, and that piece alone, that's all in our head, can also create feelings that we are maybe going a little bit crazy or we are unreasonable because feeling bad about the loss of something that never existed. Like for me, for instance, I just felt like I didn't have the right to feel bad or grieve that loss. I judged myself for having a very wide imagination and imagined all kinds of scenarios that I lost. And in a way, I disliked the fact that I had such imagination because it then opened me to this opportunity to lose it all, if that makes sense. I don't know if opportunity is the right word here. And so that grieving of things that never really existed, like existed just in our head, can feel very real, very, very real. And so today we will honor that grief. We'll briefly discuss it soon. And we hopefully will allow ourselves to name it, to feel it, maybe discover it for the first time and begin loosening its hold. Does that make sense so far? Excellent. So, more on grieving of what could have been. Like you've noticed in the previous sessions, I like to normalize things surrounding the grieving, the betrayal experience, whether it's anger or overwhelm. So equally with grieving the things that could have been, I'd like to normalize this experience as part of betrayal recovery. And it doesn't mean that you're stuck in the past. If you happen to be grieving that kind of experience, for instance, I wish my relationship with my sister was different. My friend's relationship with his sister is so nice, but my sister and I, we just keep butting heads, and I realized that I would have loved to have a loving relationship with her, but some things happened in the past, and we just can't get past this thing from the past, and so this moment or moments or time period of grieving doesn't mean that you're necessarily stuck in the past. It means that your heart is trying to reconcile reality with those lost dreams, right? And grief in itself also holds wisdom, right? Grief holds wisdom. It shows what you value in connection. It shows what you value in safety. It also shows what you value in love. So by naming it, however small this grief might be, you begin reclaiming your energy from it, right? Because grief consumes energy. Grief consumes energy. It is a feeling. It's a feeling. It's a thought. It's a bubble. It's a knot. However you can make sense of it, imagine it. It consumes energy because it's a source of pain, right? So it consumes energy, and as we name it, we begin to understand it, befriend it, release it, and more energy gets available to us as that grief gets processed and the energy gets released. So that's all I've got on this topic now. So over to you with some prompts. All right. So the first one, because this might be a very new topic to you, but you may have not You may have not thought that perhaps you are in a degree of grief over a loss of relationship, or maybe loss of a quality of an ongoing relationship. Maybe it was loving and now it's just polite. It still exists, but the quality has changed. So what future do you think was um, stolen? What future do you think you didn't get or don't get to have now as a result of your betrayal experience that ended or is ongoing? What future or what dream do you not get to have as a result of the betrayal experience you're going through? These are really good shares. Thank you, both of you. And I think they both point out in the direction that really is evidence that grief isn't necessarily about weakness. It's about honoring love and a certain type of meaning. Honoring your love and honoring what is really important to you. It really shows how deeply you cared. And the task here isn't to erase the care, but to gradually redirect the care toward yourself and the life that still awaits you, right? And maybe, who knows, maybe you'll get something even better. Maybe you'll get something even better than the thing that you devised and didn't come to fruition. So that's my hope and wish for all of you. All right. So with this said, we have just under half hour left. I think we might start our hypnotic part, shall we?